streaming again. And this will be more of an update about what's going to happen for the next version. And it will be 051. I'm going to try and keep the versions really small, unlike before. I know I said that about 0411 or 12 or whatever it was. Now it's 050. About a year ago. But this time I'll try to actually do it. So 051 will have a very limited scope. Whatever bug fixes for the bugs that come up in the next few weeks, because we have about, 150,000 users and about 10,000 of them play daily. So it will take a bit for everyone to update, and stuff will come up. Actually, some stuff already did come up. So there will be a bug fix for the themes. Actually, adding the theming system is causing a problem on Mac OS because it's breaking the system theme. Specifically, some backgrounds got very ugly colors. I guess no one noticed on the development versions. I got the report shortly after releasing the stable one. I sure didn't notice. I don't think the macOS look and feel is all that pretty, especially in MultiMC. It's just, well, there's a lot of white space that shouldn't be there. So I personally think the new themes look better. But yes, this will get fixed. If you like the system theme, you'll get the pretty system theme. And the actual feature will be moving Forge and Lightloader versions out of the actual instances. Right now, by default, when I launch MultiMC and look at something, you'll see that Forge and Lightloader end up inside the instance as files. This is a problem because once the file is there, I can't fix it, right? You can't fix it unless you go in and redo the whole process. So instead, I would like to have a version, a list similar to what Minecraft has. So you'll just change version instead of install Forge, or add Forge instead of install. Ideally, this will mean that when someone creates a mod pack without having MultiMC, they will be just able to say in a config file, and let's look at the config files actually. Instances. Yes, let's look at some instance. Direwolf 20 clone or something. Who cares? It doesn't matter. Point is, right now in the config file, we have intended version, which is the Minecraft version, right? And maybe LWJGL version, yes. Now, what I would like to do instead is have versions and say Minecraft LWJGL, right? Forge equals something, Lightloader Oh, there actually is a light loader version in there. Funny. I guess I was trying to do this already before, but you get the idea. Instead of having to create these silly files and patches, you'll be able to just say, okay, this is this version. And MultiMC will, if it doesn't have the version already pre-cached, just do all the steps needed to create the version files outside the instance and not mess up the instance with some, well, version files that never get updated. Of course, you will be able to just, like with Minecraft, just click customize, updating whatever, and just edit it if you really need to. But it should be an optional thing, not something that's by default, right? So, yes. Minecraft version, right now, the versions, this is part of it actually. The versions are extracted, and let's see, I already closed the file, so let's open it again. The version right now is extracted from intended version. This is also a bit dumb. This is so. What this causes is that instead of it being in the version file itself, like let's customize it again and edit and look at it, right? Instead of the jar being taken from here and described here, it's taken from some magical place. This isn't right, because every single other library jar is described here. Why is Minecraft special? I don't know. It doesn't make sense. This is a very old Mojang design, and I think it's wrong. So I'm not going to do it that way because it prevents me from doing things right. So, if you at some point will want to use a custom version, you'll be able to, because it won't be in the versions folder anymore. It will be in the libraries, and MultiMC lets you customize libraries. So you can have a completely custom instance with a custom version of Minecraft at that point. So it has to happen. Forge and Light Loader are no longer added by default into the instance instead of being versions, right? And the other thing I would like to do here is make the patches, these things, into something that you can disable and enable, similarly to how mods are treated right now. So let's look at something that has mods in it, right? Mods, you can turn them on and off. You should be able to do the same with the actual parts of the version. So let's say you add Forge, right? And instead of removing it or somehow messing with it, you'll just be able to disable it. So when you want to re-enable it, you don't have to remember the version numbers you used before. I guess that makes sense, right? Same for jar mods. Right now, when you add a jar mod, which can be a very custom thing that you could delete it at some point from the folder where you added it from, and then it's lost, right? And when you're just messing with these things and reordering them and enabling and disabling, you really don't want to lose them. So enabling and disabling of jar mods is the same thing here. Let's add something like this, whatever. It's not a jar mod, but the point stands. If I delete the original file and I delete this, it's gone. if I have to delete it just to disable it, well, it's gone. That's bad. So that's going to get dumped too. Remove. I do have the original file. I guess I need Forge here, but not LightLoader, I think. Anyway, I guess that's it. The rest of the things that I'm planning to do will be in later releases. So, yeah. There's 0.52 things I plan sort of for 0.52 is actual modpack support. Like MultiMC understanding modpacks and being able to let's say install a modpack, keep track of what was actually installed, and when you go and try to install a new version of that modpack from whatever source, it will be able to figure out what to upgrade, right? What to remove, what have you changed from the original modpack, and what the changes are, and what to keep, right? So an intelligent update sort of thing. This is actually needed for modpack support, very much needed. Without it, there's no modpacks. Now, treating the exported instances as modpacks, of course. How else? I'm just going to, whatever feature I'm adding, I'm going to add it in MultiMC and for MultiMC formats first. Just makes sense. And the other thing I want to add in this version is include the suggested Java settings. Basically, in a modpack, you, as the modpack author, should be able to say, okay, this needs this much memory. Absolutely needs this much memory. Otherwise, it probably won't run. And when the user has enough memory and they have the default set lower, it will try to use more. Or tell them, okay, you need to increase the memory settings. Otherwise, it won't launch. That sort of stuff. And that's about it. Not much else to say. So, I'll wait with all the stuff until people actually start reporting the problems they run into. Fix the system themes, or at least fix them as much as possible. It's not a good problem, not a very simple problem. The framework MultiMC is built on does not make this easy. The rest of it, well, that's work. It will happen. Now, the speed at which I'm going to do this, I don't know. I honestly don't know. I could take some time off and do it in the time off. But really, it is just not ideal. None of it is ideal. But it needs to be done. Yep. All right. I guess this is the update. Nothing got done in the last few days. It's just answering questions from people and gathering the bugs. And stop the stream.